Sige. So, nandito tayo sa last topic ng midterms natin. Ito yung application ng differential equation sa electric circuits. So, meron tayong dalawang klase ng circuit na i-consider. So, yung una ay puro tayo series, hindi tayo magpa-parallel. Medyo mahirap kasi yung parallel. So, when we say series, familiar naman kayo sa series? Pag sinabi ko series, familiar naman kayo. Do I need to explain it? Okay, pag sinabing series, magkakasunod-sunod lang naman sila. So example, dito sa first ano natin, yung RL circuits. RL circuit shown below has a resistor and an inductor connected in series. R is, ibig sabihin ng R is a resistor, and then yung L is an inductor. Ayan. And then a constant voltage V is applied when the source powers on. So, ang dalawang component natin, yung resistor at saka yung inductor, are connected in series. And then both are then connected to a source V. So yung voltage source natin, connected siya doon sa resistor natin at saka doon sa inductor natin. Ayan. Okay. Probably I could show the discussion part para at least nakikita ninyo yung drawing kung kailangan nyo siya. Ayan. Ayan. Okay. Pag sinabi nating series, ayan. So, ibig sabihin, pag nag-KVL tayo sa physics, yung Kirchhoff's voltage law, di ba pag, kung naalala nyo sa series circuits ng Kirchhoff's voltage law, yung voltage total is equal to V1 plus V2. Okay? Voltage total is equal to V1 plus V2. Ang voltage total natin dito, yung source natin, yung source voltage, at yung voltage 1 and voltage 2 natin, yun yung voltage across yung resistor natin at saka yung inductor. So that's why it's a VR, the voltage across the resistor, plus the voltage across the inductor. So yan ang property ng voltages pagdating sa series circuit. So i-add lang natin lahat ng voltages ng components na naka-circuit, equal sila doon sa voltage total or doon sa source voltage. Okay, ngayon, kung kukunin natin ang voltage ng bawat component na yan, so eto sila. So yung voltage across the resistor is equal to Ri. R is the resistance and I is the current. Ayan. Kasi normally, steady state naman or hindi naman nagbabago yung current doon sa resistor. And then, yung voltage, ang voltage naman across the inductor is variable. Kasi ang sa resistor may be constant, sa ano naman natin inductor is ganito yung ating voltage across the inductor. So that's equal to the inductance, L, times the first derivative of current with respect to time. So that's L di over dt. And then kung i-apply natin yung dalawa, sa-substitute natin sila dito sa ating KVL equation in terms of yung voltage natin. So therefore, this is equal to Ri plus L di over dt is equal to V. Okay, so yun lang yung ating general equation. And then we will just substitute the given kung substitute lang natin given and then we will solve the differential equation. Substitute lang natin sila. Yan. So para makuha natin yung equation ng ating differential equation. Okay? May question? So same is true with the other one. Ito naman ay yung RC circuit. So this one is a combination naman ng resistor at saka ng capacitor. So ito yung figure natin. So the RC circuit shown below has a resistor and a capacitor connected in series. Again, naka-series lang sila. So instead of having an inductor like the first example, we are having a capacitor. Ngayon sa capacitor naman, sa same lang din naman ang gagawin natin. It's a KVL. So therefore, yung total voltage is equal to VR plus DC. So the voltage across the resistor is equal to the voltage across the capacitor. Okay, same lang naman yung value ng VR natin. So that's equal to Ri. Kaya lang, yung voltage across our capacitor is given by 1 over the capacitance times the integral of I dt. Okay? So, the integral of I dt. So, medyo, naalala niyo ba sa physics or sa circuits? I'm not sure kung napag-aralan niyo yun. Okay? So, di ba ano ang current? Di ba current is equal to dq over dt. Tama ba? Ang current is equal to dq over dt. So that is the instantaneous current sa physics. Kung naalala niyo yung physics ninyo. So that's equal to, current is equal to dq over dt. And then if we will cross multiply, so dq is equal to I dt. And then we can integrate both sides para makuha natin yung total charge, which is equal to the integral of I dt. Ayan. Okay? So pwede nating sulat kung Q is equal to I dt, pwede nating sabihin na the voltage across the capacitance is also equal to 1 over C times Q, because Q is equal to the integral of I dt. Or we can simplify that as Q over C. Ayan. So depende kasi kung anong hinahanap natin. Pwede kasi yung tinatanong is charge, pwede naman current. So kung current ang tinatanong, we could stick with the formula. Pero kung charge, so ito nang gagawin natin. Okay? So if we will substitute these two to our given equation, class may mali dito. Just correct it. Correct this one. So that is not I, it should be Q. Okay, so that's that I over C. That's Q over C. And this is not dq di over dt. This is dq over dt. Ayan. Kasi di ba ang I natin is dq over dt. So that means yung dq natin over dt, so substitute natin siya dito. So magkakaroon tayo ng r dq over dt. And then substitute naman natin yung q is equal to the integral of I dt. So that means magiging siyang q over c. Nakuha niyo ba? Mali, medyo nag-typo error yun sa module. Correct lang natin. So this would be r dq over dt plus q over c, and that's not 0. It's equal to b. Yan. Okay? Any question? We could change that one. Okay, so for the formula of series RC circuit, so a general formula natin, so R dq over dt plus q over c is equal to v. Ayan. Pagdating naman sa ating RL circuits, yung inductor, so that's Ri plus, okay, so that's Ri plus L di over dt is equal to v. And then we can use any differential equation method that will be applicable, but most of the time, ang applicable ay yung linear equation. So halos nag-linear tayo pagdating sa mixture at saka dito sa electric circuit application. Okay? Yun lang. May question? Okay. Because kung wala, we will have our first example. Okay. First example. An RL circuit has an EMF. EMF means as the electromotive force, or simply the voltage of 5 volts. Okay? A resistance of 50 ohms, an inductance of 1 Henry. So that H is Henry. Okay, so yung H natin, H means Henry. So that is the unit of inductance. And no initial current. So we are given the condition that at T is equal to 0, current is also 0. Okay, now we need to find the current in the circuit after 2 seconds. So what is the current in the circuit after 2 seconds? Okay, so what's our formula? Okay, so since series lang naman ito, so that means VR plus VL is equal to V. Okay, and then yung VR natin, that's RI plus yung VL natin is L DI over DT is equal to V. So what's our R? So R is given, that's 50 ohms. L is 1 Henry. And then the given voltage is 5 volts. Ayan. So let's substitute. So we'll have 50I plus 1 times DI over DT is equal to 5. Ayan. Ngayon, isolve na natin yung ating differential equation. So anong klaseng method na pwede natin gamitin? So that's a linear. So ipagpapalitan ko lang sila ng lugar. So DI over DT plus 50I is equal to 5. So what's our P of T? So P of T is 50, and then our Q of T is 5. So let's get the integrating factor. That's E raised to the integral of 50 dt. So the integrating factor is E 50t. Tama ba ko? Ayan. E 50t. So let's solve the equation. Di ba formula natin, the integrating factor times the current, that's equal to the integral of E raised to 50t times Q of T, which is 5, dt plus C. Okay, and then let's integrate that. So E raised to 50t times I is equal to 5 times, anong integral ng E raised to 50t? So 1 over 50 E raised to 50t plus C. Ayan. Okay, and then simplify natin. So ito mga cancel, magiging na lang 1 over 10. So E raised to 50t I is equal to 1 over 10 E raised to 50t plus C. And then let's multiply the whole equation by 1 over E raised to 50t. Para makancel yon, para matira yung I dito sa left side, then makakancel din yun. So therefore, ang formula ng current natin ay 1 over 10 plus CE raised to negative 50t. Okay? So CE of 1 over 10 plus CE raised to negative 1 over 10. Okay? So ang gagawin natin ay, ayan. So syempre, kailangan nating malaman kung ano ang value ng C. So we need to apply the first condition. So condition lagi natin magsisimula sa T is equal to 0. So what's the value of the current? So based on sa condition natin, o yan, nakasulat dun sa problem, no initial current. So at time is equal to 0, current is also 0. So therefore, 0 is equal to 1 over 10 plus CE raised to negative 50 times 0. So this is 1. So therefore, C is equal to 1, negative 1 over 10. Ayan. So ang general solution natin, ang particular, hindi siya magkakasya. Particular solution natin ay I is 1 over 10 minus 1 over 10 E raised to negative 50t. So that's our particular solution. Okay, my question? Wala. Okay, kung i-apply na natin, so at T is equal to 2 seconds. So therefore, the current is equal to 1 over 10 minus 1 over 10 E raised to negative 50 times 2. So what is the current? Okay, it's tama ba ako? 0.1? 0.1 ampere. Current is 0.1 ampere. Okay, my question sa first example natin. So that's the RC circuit, RL circuit. So ang wala, so let's proceed to our next example. So this is RC naman. So RC circuit naman tayo. Okay. Consider the RC circuit in which the resistance is 0.5 ohms. The capacitance is 0.1 farad. So unit of capacitance is farad. And then the voltage source or the voltage is equal to 20 volts. So given that the capacitor has zero initial charge, determine the current in the circuit after 0.25 seconds. Okay, so we're looking for the current after 0.25 seconds. Ayun. Okay, so we are given that the resistance is 0.5 ohms. The capacitance is 0.1 farad. And then the voltage is 20 volts. Ayun. At T is equal to 0, the initial charge is also 0. So ano daw yung current? Ano daw yung current when T is equal to 0.25 seconds? So what's the current in the combination after 0.25 seconds? Okay? So C yan, so that is equal to VR plus VC is equal to V. So this is RI plus 1 over C, the integral of I dt is equal to V. Kaya lang, so we will apply that I is equal to dq over dt, and cross-multiply ninyo, dq is equal to I dt, and then get the integral. So q is equal to the integral of I dt. So if we will apply this two, so that means R di over dt plus q over c is equal to v. And then let's apply the given. So we'll have 0.5 di over dt plus the capacitance of Q over the capacitance of 0.1 is equal to the voltage na 20. Ayan. Sorry, hindi pala DI ito. DQ. DQ. DI over dt. Ayan. Okay, so let's simplify muna. So kailangan mawala yung 0.5 dito. So let's let's multiply the equation by 1 over 0.5. So this is dq over dt plus, so 1 divided by 0.1 divided by 0.5. So 20. 20 q 20Q is equal to 40. Tama ba ako? So, hindi divide natin to ng 1. 1 over 0.1. That's 10 divided by 0.5. That's 20. And then 20 divided by 0.5. That's 40. Ayan. So, tama ba ako? Okay. Ngayon, pwede natin siyang i-solve kasi linear na siya. Tama ba? Linear siya. So, therefore, ang P of T natin ay equal siya sa 20. And then yung Q of T natin ay equal siya sa 40. So, therefore, the integrating factor is equal to E raised to the integral of 20 dt. Or the integrating factor is equal to E raised to 20t. Okay. So, isolve na lang natin yung differential equation. So, that means we'll have the integrating factor times the charge. So, that's equal to the integral of the integrating factor times Q of T, which is 40 dt plus C. Okay? So, that means integrate natin. So, e raised to 20t times q is equal to 40 times 1 over 20 e raised to 20t plus c. Okay, simplify natin. So, e raised to 20t times q is equal to 2e raised to 20t plus c. And then divide natin to ng e raised to 20t. So, cancel and then cancel. So, q then will be equal to 2 plus ce raised to negative 20t. So, this is our general equation. Okay? Kaya lang, we need to find the particular solution. So, at the initial condition of t is equal to 0, so the charge is, sabi dito, initial charge is 0. So, therefore, 0 is equal to 2 plus CE raised to negative 20 times 2. But this is still 1. So, C is equal to negative 2. So, therefore, our charge is 2 minus 2 e raised to negative 20t. So, this is our particular solution. Okay, ano ba yung tinatanong? Ang tinatanong ay, we will go back to the question, what is the current? So, ang question ay, what is I when t is equal to 0.25 seconds? But our equation is in terms of Q. Okay? In terms of Q. Ano ba yung I in terms of Q? I is equal to dq over dt. So that means we will get the first derivative of this one. So if Q is equal to 2 minus 2e negative 20t, so what is I? That is dq over dt. So that's equal to, this is 0. So ibababa natin yon, magiging 40 e raised to negative 20t. Tama ba ako? Ng pag-derive? Or shortcut ko ba? Sige na. I then, ano lang to, is equal to negative 2 e raised to negative 20t times negative 20. So I is equal to 40 e raised to negative 20t. And then let's apply the condition. So at t is equal to 0.25 seconds. So what is the current? Okay, 0.27 amperes. 0.27 amperes. Okay, may question? Saan makuha yung 20Q? Ito? So this is from dito. 1 over 0.1 times 1 over 0.5. Okay. Okay. Susunod sa dalawa. Okay, any other question? Okay. So, since meron pala. Saan ang galing yung 40? This one? Ah, sa may I? Ito? Ah, okay. Ang formula natin ng current is dq over dt. Okay, so ito yung q natin. So get the first derivative of this. Do not mind this. Shinortcut ko kasi siya. Wag ito. Shinortcut ko kasi siya. So, kukunin natin ang derivative nito. So, that's equal to this one. You derive this. So, derivative ng constant, that's 0. So, derivative nito will be -2 e raised to negative 20t and derivative nito is negative 20. Kaya siya naging positive 40. Okay? Get the first derivative of the charge. Yeah. Na-shortcut ko lang. Sinortcut ko lang siya dito. Okay. So wala na. We'll proceed to our next example. Bakit? Nakakalito yung number. Okay, so that's 2/3 Henry. It's not 23. Okay. So we are given an RL circuit again, wherein the initial the velocity is in terms of time, so that's 10 sine 40. And then the resistance is 2 ohms, and the inductance is 2 over 3 Henry. And there's no current flowing initially. So at time is equal to 0, I is also 0. Okay, so that's the condition. At t is equal to 0, current is also 0. Okay, determine A. The current at t is equal to 0.25 seconds. And B, what is the voltage across the R and the L at t is equal to 0.25 seconds. Ayan. So ito ay RL circuit. So that means this is VR plus VL is equal to V. Okay? Ano yung VR natin? So that's RI plus L DI over DT. So that's equal to V. Ayan. So let's substitute. So R is 2I plus 2/3 DI over DT is equal to 10 sine 40. Wala, inisip ko kung okay, kung by parts ata tayo. By parts. Sige. Okay, anyway. Okay, so that means, so this is also a linear equation. So linear in I. Ayan. So this is 2 over 3 di over dt plus 2I is equal to 10 sine 40. Ayan. So dapat mawala ang 2/3 dito. So let's multiply the equation by 3 halves. Ayan. So cancel ito. So we'll have di over dt plus 3I is equal to 10 divided by 2, that's 5 times 3, that's 15. So 15 sine to the 4th. Ayan. So ibig sabihin, yung P of T natin ay 3, and then yung Q of T is equal to 15 sine 40. Okay, so what's our integrating factor? So that's equal to e raised to the integral of 3 dt, or that's equal to e raised to 3t. Liyate. Okay, so therefore, so yung formula natin, e raised to 3t times I is equal to the integral of e raised to 3t times 15 sine 40 dt plus c. So itatabi ko muna yung 15. So 15 times the integral of e 3t sine 40 dt plus c. Okay. Pati ito pa yung kapili ko. Paano natin ito i-integrate? Okay, kung magliliyate tayo kasi wala tayong choice kundi magba-by parts. Kung liyate yan, liyate, ano magiging u natin? Yung logarithm inverse algebraic trigo exponential. Okay, so ano magiging u natin? Ang u will be yung trigo. So yung sine 40. Ang du is e raised to 3t dt. We're using by parts. Ang du natin ay equal siya sa cosine 40 times 4 dt. At ang u natin is 1/3 e, b pala, b, 3t. Yan. Tama ba ako sa aking by parts? So we're doing by parts. Ang hindi ko pinakagustong method ng integration. Maliban pa sa algebraic substitution. Okay. So ang formula natin is uv. So that will be 1/3 uv. E raised to 3t sine 40 minus the integral of v du times 4 cosine 40 dt. Ayan. Okay, simplify muna natin. So that's 1/3 e raised to 3t sine 40 minus 4/3 e raised to 3t cosine 40 dt. Ayan. Okay? Next, magba-by parts tayo ulit. So, we will sa liyate ulit. So, ito ay iiwanan ko na muna. So, ito lang, no? Okay, class, ito lang. Ito lang. So, ano ang integral ng e raised to 3t cosine 40 dt? Ayan. Okay? So, ang u ko is the same, yung algebra as trigo. That's cosine 40. At yung dv ay yung e raised to 3t. So, anong du? So, du is negative sine 40 times 4 dt. At ang v natin ay equal sa 1/3 e raised to 3t. So, dito. Ayan. Okay, so that means it's equal to uv. So, that's 1/3 e raised to 3t cosine 40 minus the integral of v du. So 1/3 e raised to 3t times negative 4 sine 40 dt. Okay, so let's simplify it again. So that will be 1/3 e raised to 3t cosine 40 plus 4/3 e raised to 3t, the integral pala, sine 40 dt. Okay, can you follow? So if we will integrate this, we will be using by parts. Ayan. So, gumamit ako ng by parts at ang kinamit kong u ay yung exponential. So, kinuha ko yung u and then dv, dinerive ko to, in-integrate ko yun. So, ginamit ko yung formula ng by parts which is uv minus the integral of v du. So, uv minus the integral of v du. Ayan. Okay? Nawawala itong integration dito. Ayan. And again, sinimplify ko lang siya. Ayan, nilabas ko lang yung 4/3. Okay, so by part siya ulit. So kinuha ko lang yung part na to. So ito yon. So that will be e raised to 3t cosine 4t. So by part siya ulit. So ito ang trigo part is still yung u. Ayan. dv yung ating exponential. So again, dinerive ko to at in-apply natin yung formula, yung uv minus the integral of v du. Tama ba? Ayan. Okay, and then kung titignan ninyo, bumalik siya sa dati. Di ba? Pag bumabalik siya sa dati, cross multiply lang. Hindi. Tina-transpose lang natin siya. So, gagawin ko ay, eto na. Ito lang ang kukunin ko, yung original. So, yung original lang ay the integral of e 3t sine 4t dt. So, that's equal to, so yung unang part, ito, 1/3 e raised to 3t sine 4t minus 4/3 the quantity. Kasi ang buong ito ay ito. So, kung ito ay this one. 1/3 e raised to 3t cosine 4t plus 4/3 the integral of e raised to 3t sine 4t dt. Ayan. Okay? Nag-guess nyo ba? So, ang kinuha ko lang ay itong part na to kasi in-integrate ko separately to. So, with 4/3 kasi ito lang. And then, itong buong ito. Ayan. So, yan yung integration ng term na to. Okay? So, yan yung integration ng term na yun. Ayan. Pero hindi pa siya tapos. Okay? So, syempre, hindi pa rin siya tapos. Simplify pa natin siya. Okay, so that's equal to 1/3 e raised to 3t sine 4t minus, distribute natin, 4/9 e raised to 3t cosine 4t minus 16/9 e raised to 3t sine 4t dt. Okay? And then, itatranspose natin yung buong ito sa nawawalang integral sign na naman. Ayan. So, itatranspose natin itong buong ito sa kabilang side. So, magiging siyang positive. So, 1 plus 16/9. That's 25/9. So, 25/9. The integral of e raised to 3t sine 4t dt is equal to 1/3 e raised to 3t sine 4t minus 4/9 e raised to 3t cosine 4t. Okay, so saan nanggaling yung 25/9? So saan nanggaling siya sa 1 plus 16/9. Ayan. Okay? And then, i-divide natin yung buo na 25/9. So, magiging siyang the integral of e3t sine 4t dt is equal to 1/3 divided by 25/9. Okay, 3 over 25. E raised to 3t sine 40 minus 4 over 9 divided by 25 over 9. 4 over 25. E raised to 3t cosine 40. Ayan. Okay, so naman susunod natin gagawin ay yan. So, ilalagay na natin ito dito. Yan, ilalagay na natin ito dito. So, finally, our answer is, okay, so ang final answer natin, malapit na, pero wala pa din, ay e raised to 3t times I is equal to 15 times 3 over 25 e raised to 3t sine 40 minus 4 over 25 e raised to 3t cosine 40 plus c. Okay? And then divide natin yung buo na e raised to 3t. So our final answer will be for the equation of I. So I is equal to, multiply natin to. So 15 times 3 divided by 25. So 9 over 5 sine 40 minus 15 times 4 over 25. So 12 over 5 cosine 40 plus CE raised to negative 3t. Ayan. So ito yung ating general solution. May question? Haba naman pala ito. Expect. Ayan. Okay, so ano pa yung letter A natin? So yung letter A, may question natin. Ano yung current at t is equal to 25? So what is I when t is equal to 0.25? Ay, sandali. Wala pa pala. Kailangan pala natin hanapin yung C. So at initial condition na t is equal to 0, current is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 9 over 5 sine 4 times 0 minus 12 over 5 cosine of 4 times 0 plus CE raised to negative 3 times 0. So this is 1. Cosine sine 0 is 0 and cosine 0 is 1. So therefore, C is equal to 12 over 5. Positive. Ayan. So I is equal to 9 over 5 sine 40 minus 12 over 5 cosine 40 plus 12 over 5 e raised to negative 3t. Ayan. So this is our particular solution. So hanapin na natin yung current natin. So what is A? What is I when t is equal to 0.25 seconds? So the current is 9 over 5 sine of 4 times 0.25. Plus don't forget to turn your calcu into radian mode kasi hindi degrees yung given natin. 4 times 0.25 plus 12 over 5 e raised to negative 3 times 0.25. So what is the current? So mode shift mode region. Okay, 1.352 ampere. Okay. Okay, so let's finish the problem na lang. Ayan. So yung follow-up question is B. What's the voltage across I and L? Okay, so letter B, the voltage across R is Ri. Okay, so current natin is nakuha naman natin. So R natin is 2 times 1.352. So therefore, VR is equal to 2.703 volts. Okay. Next, what is VL? So L is LDI over dt. So, kunin muna natin. So, what is DI over dt? So, i-derive muna natin yung equation ng current. Haba pala. So, i-derive natin to. So, magiging 9 over 5 cosine 40 times 4 minus 12 over 5 negative sine 40 times 4 plus 12 over 5 e raised to negative 3t times negative 3. Ayan. And then you just multiply. Okay. You apply 0.25. Haba na naman. Okay, 9 over 5 cosine times 4 times cosine 4 times 0.25 minus or plus na lang plus 12 over 5 times 4 times sine 4 times 0.25 minus 3 times 12 over 5 times e raised to negative 3 times 0.25. So the answer is 8.567. So therefore, VL is equal to, yung L natin ay 2 over 3 times 8.567. So VL is equal to 5.711 volts. Ayan. So if you want to, okay class, check ko lang. Okay, so ang voltage natin total ay equal siya sa 10 sine 40. So at T is equal to 20.25 seconds. So what's V total? It's 8.4. Pwede sila pareho. Kaya I'll add them. 6, 7. Hindi ko alam. Okay, so yan yung ang haba ng sagot natin. Ang haba ng problem. Ayun. Okay. So, any question? So, i-record na rin natin. So, ito yung assignment nyo last time. Ayan. So, tank contains 1,500 liters of water. Fresh water is entering the tank at, okay, and the solution drains at a rate of 10 liters per minute. How much salt is in the tank after 10 minutes? Tama ba ako, Lawrence? This is your assignment?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So, yun na lang solve natin. So, formula pa rin naman natin is dx over dt is equal to C in Q in minus CO QO. So, dx over dt is equal to, yung in natin is 0, kasi water lang yan. So, therefore, this will be 0. So magiging na lang siyang negative. Yung CO, yung QO natin, that's 10. And then, yung ano natin ay X over, kaya lang yung V natin is VO plus Q in minus Q out times T. So yung VO natin ay, yung initial volume is 1,500. Okay, plus 15 minus 10T. So that's equal to 1,500 plus 5T. So 1,500 plus 5T. Ayan. Tama ba? Okay. So, gagawin natin is naging separable lang naman siya kasi water yung pumapasok. So magiging lang siyang dx over x is equal to negative 10 dt over, factor out natin yung 5. 5 times 1,5 divided by 5. 300. 300 plus t. Or this is equal to negative 2 dt over 300 plus t. So if you will integrate both sides, so this will be ln of x is equal to negative 2 ln of 300 plus t. Or ln of x is equal to ln of 300 plus, sandali, nawawala yung c. Plus t raised to negative 2 plus c. Okay, and then we apply exponential. So x is equal to okay, 300 plus t raised to negative 2 times e raised to c. But this one is c. So x is equal to c times 300 plus t raised to negative 2. Ayan. Tama ba ako? Tama ba yung ginawa ko? Ginawa nyo? And then we will just apply the condition. So at t is equal to 0, so what is the amount of substance in the tank? So meron tayong initial amount which is 20. 20. So 20 is equal to c times 300 plus 0 raised to negative 2. So c is equal to 20 times 300 squared. So that's 1.8 million. Okay, 1 times 1.8 times 10 raised to 6. So therefore, x is equal to 1.8 times 10 raised to 6 times 300 plus t raised to negative 2. Ayan. So at t is equal to 10 minutes. So x is equal to 1.8 times 10 raised to 6 times 300 plus 10 raised to negative 2. So x is equal to 18.73 kilograms. Ayan. Okay?